Hi everyone! My name's Britt, for those of you that haven't been here to my channel before, and for everyone that has, I'm really happy to be here because today I kind of just want to give you guys like an update on where I've been and what the hey I've been doing, because I've been really inconsistent with my videos, and to be honest, I've just been going through a hell of a time the last 6 to 8 weeks. But I really don't want to talk about the sadness or the stuff I've been going through because I'm kind of over that hump and I'm coming back out. But I guess what I really want to talk about is a little recap on what's been going on with me spiritually the last few months, because things have been expanding in a way that I didn't even know was possible, and it's just been really hard for me to integrate it and figure out how the heck I'm supposed to bring it here to this channel. I've been experiencing like really big shifts in terms of like the spirit realm and seeing a lot of visions, getting a lot of information about myself, a lot of downloads from my higher self or spirit guides or ascended masters, whatever you want to call it. I would say ever since August, ever since the solar eclipse, I've just kind of been like woo, like just having absolutely no idea how to relay these messages that are coming through. Most recently, I've really been getting into tarot cards and using those as a form of guidance, and it's been so amazing and so helpful. I had a Rider-Waite deck. When you think of tarot cards and you think of that like really iconic illustration, those are the Rider-Waite deck. And that just didn't resonate with me. I got one gifted to me at Spirit Weavers Gathering in June, but it just like never resonated with me. I never really connected with it, and I think I thought that tarot was like super daunting and a massive practice, which it is, but once again, it's like those things in spirit, whenever you're trying to adapt a new spiritual practice, if it's not resonating with you, you might as well not force it, but just create that awareness that's like, oh, this doesn't seem like it's right for me at this specific time in my life. And then a lot of times, if you have that awareness within you and you're able to walk away from it without any judgment or expectation, then you can come back, you know, some other time whenever something does speak to you and it just, you know, unfolds in a really beautiful way, which is exactly what happened with me. I took a trip a month ago to San Diego, was visiting my girlfriend Jessica, and she had this beautiful deck called The Wild Unknown. And I was like, oh, that's cool, because my tarot teacher at Spirit Weavers came up to me afterwards and told me, like, I think you'd really like the Wild Unknown deck. I've never seen one in person before, so I was like, hey, let me check this out. And she did a few readings for me while I was in San Diego. It was just so amazing. Basically, I've been in a time of deep introspection and just really being within myself, really trying to navigate these different aspects of myself because of the darkness that I fell into, and I've never been in a darkness like that before, and I just didn't really know how to deal with it. I wasn't giving myself a hard time about it, but I was really allowing myself to sit in that darkness, and I'm curious for how many of you have experienced something similar and the ways that you were able to kind of come out of it, or maybe you're still stuck in it now. And if you are, I just want to say it's okay. Anytime I start to give myself a little bit of a hard time about being in a low place or a valley, I love to think about the lobster story. And I know I've talked about the lobster story on here, but I really love utilizing it as an example. I think that nature is just able to teach us so many beautiful lessons that give us a greater perspective on the balance of life, the balance that we're able to invite into our lives by looking at nature and seeing the way that nature's natural process is. So the lobster story, we know that lobsters, crabs, anything with an exoskeleton means that you don't have bones on the inside. It's just like mush, like just meat and flesh on the inside, and then the exoskeleton, the hard shell, is on the outside. So as lobsters, crabs, any crustacean grows, they get really constricted at some points in their shell. They get really, really tight, like they just can't move anywhere. And they have to go underneath a rock or go find some safe space to shed their shell. And in that moment, they are so vulnerable. They're so soft because they know that they can't stay constricted in their shell, so they just, it's a natural process, like boom, that's coming off. And it's that point of vulnerability within themselves that a lot of people actually don't have the courage to go into, but it's something that I honestly really love about life. And even while I was in this darkness this last month and a half or so, there was a piece of me that just knew, like a nugget of truth, that knows that even though these are really hard decisions to be making, and it's really hard to face our deepest fears, there's a nugget of truth that is calming on the inside that's like, you're doing the work that you need to do in this exact moment. And that kind of stuff is just the stuff that I live for, because it excites me to know deeper depths of myself, to know these deeper layers of myself. And a lot of times they're layers that I don't want to look at, and that I don't want to face, and especially that I don't want to communicate because it's vulnerable. And really, like, letting your shit out for others to see is like super painful. Because what if people judge you? What if people tell you that you're wrong? But this is exactly what I have this channel for. I really, really think that it is my calling, it is my greatest gift and my greatest pleasure to communicate stuff like this, because I find such strength in vulnerability. I believe that this is my passion, this is my calling, to be able to stand in my own vulnerability and let you guys know what happens to me during these times, and the epiphanies that I come upon, and these like massive shifts in my perspective, and elevating my consciousness and being able to relay these messages to you guys, so that I give you permission to feel the things that you're feeling, a lot of you, in your own lives. By expressing my own discomfort in my own life, my own story, my own circumstances and experiences, I give you the permission that says life's not perfect, change is inevitable, and suffering can be avoided. And this is going to keep happening. So the more that we embrace change, and the more that we have open and loving arms toward ourselves, the better that we're going to be able to get through these different shifts in our lives. Because you guys, if you haven't seen my videos that are already like here, I'm gonna link them in the description box down below. I've had 2 like massive breakdowns on this channel already. And I think it's so cool, because it's like every season that I've had this YouTube channel, you guys have been able to see me transform. Like my earlier episodes, I came with a character for sure. It was like, hey guys, oh my god, today on YouTube I'm talking about, you can go back in those earlier videos and just see this persona, this personality, which is fine. It's not like it wasn't a part of me, because I'm a Gemini and I love to put on a face. I love to like act. I grew up in theater. I like live to do this. I'm a model, and I have to pretend like I'm somebody else all the time, every job that I work. So anyways, while I was experiencing this really, really dark time, Curtis, my beautiful companion that I am way too blessed to have, was like trying to get me out of it, trying to help me out. And he was like, I'm gonna look up tickets to Asia, because he and I just like live to travel, and he's getting a lot busier in his own stuff, which I really want to talk to you guys about, because witnessing his miracles unfold is like, gives me so much faith, and it just overjoys me, like to see my own companion succeed. Anyways, I'll talk about that another day. So he looked up tickets to Asia. I've been to Asia so many times, and I usually pay like $1,100 or $1,300 for a round trip ticket. They were like $460. So we're gonna go to Thailand. We just booked the tickets like a week ago, and we're gonna go for about 3.5 weeks in December. And I'm so excited. We're gonna go down to southern Thailand in Tonsai, and it's just a really, really beautiful tropical beachy area. And there's like deep water soloing for rock climbing, and that just means that you're pretty much bouldering but without any pads or anything. It's water underneath you, so if you come off the route you drop into the water. So I'm excited to do that. I'm trying to like build my fitness and train a lot until I get there. Yeah, I'm just so happy to come, and I know that I can't get moving with like future videos until I just sit down and like talk to you guys and say like, this is where I've been, this is what's been going on, and now I'm gonna go to Thailand and I'm gonna have episodes from out there that I'm so excited to show you guys. For those of you that have maybe like never traveled internationally before, that's like the biggest part of why I feel like I am who I am, why I've like gained this independence and just really been able to think outside the box. That really, really opened up my perspective and let me know like there's a whole world out there, and the world is so different than the way that we do things in this country. And honestly, I prefer living away for vacation. It's nice to come back here. I love my house. But anyways, is there anything else that I wanted to talk to you guys about? There's a little hummingbird in my backyard. Oh, so cute. So yeah, it's these things that I'm really just trying to allow myself to be guided. That's what it is. I've had so many video ideas that I really want to start getting out there to you guys about like these paranormal experiences that I'm having, extraterrestrial experiences that I've been having, and actually talking about a lot of really, really taboo subjects that I have so much love and belief and faith in, that have really been helping me on this journey. And they're not that popular of subjects to talk about. So we're going to be getting into some deep stuff, but I've been really trying to figure out how to navigate it because I really want to do it well. And I'm getting like different visions for this channel, and I just don't know how to make them happen yet. So thank you so much for your patience, and I really want to let you know that I want to be hearing from you. I really, really miss hearing from you guys. I really, really miss you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me on this journey. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Thank you for allowing me into your home, into your life. And if you have any questions or comments or episode ideas, as always, I really want to know about them. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, please go there now, Britt Lynn Yoga. So thank you guys so, so much, and I will see you soon. Namaste.